What's up guys, YST here and welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's having an amazing day. Today we're going to be summoning my sacred shards for the Timit The Fool fusion who's here for Halloween, but how good is he going to be for players? I guess we're going to dive straight into it. But first and foremost, how's everyone been doing? I've been away in Las Vegas for the past 8 days. Well, I actually got back a few days ago, but I felt extremely sick. I don't know what happened, but I know that a bunch of the streamers and creators out there that attended TwitchCon actually got very sick as well. I'm not sure if it was COVID or whatever that may be. It wasn't a happy time, but we're 50% of the way there now, and that's all that matters, right? So let's have a quick look at this Timit The Fool fusion. And also after the shards, stay tuned. I'm going to break down exactly what I got up to out there because that was a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet all of these creators and do the things that we was doing. It was mind-blowing. I came back and took a lot of time to digest it. And also, before we dive into the kit, I just want to say I apologize for not getting any videos out while I was away. I know a few of you guys was anticipating it. But I just wanted to enjoy the experience without shoving cameras in people's faces, I guess, like meeting all of these creators for the first time. I just wanted to enjoy that, right? But if you guys do want to see some videos, head over to Fiction's channel that I'll leave in the description below, where he actually's got a really cool edited series of everything that we got up to pretty much. So definitely worthwhile if you guys want to see those. But alright, Timit The Fool. I remember I put out a poll on my YouTube channel and 17% said it was going for it and around 80+% said absolutely not. So let's break this down. So Carnival Hammer attacks one enemy 2 times, each hit heals this champion by 10% of their max HP. Okay, a bit of a selfish heal going on here. If the target has no active buffs, each hit will also fill this champion's turn meter by 10%. Alright. Now, his base HP is one kind of standout for me here, being at 22,000, and that's kind of at the higher tier, right? That's pretty good. Test Your Strength attacks all enemies and decreases the duration of all enemy buffs by 3 turns. Okay, now who does it to the caliber of this? I've been away too long. I've not been signing in, and I can't even recall certain champions. Maybe there's some that does like 2? Who's that epic? There's an epic, I think she's from the High Elves. Is that Andrisia? She can do it, yeah, decrease the duration of all enemy buffs by 2 turns. This is 3 turns. Let me know in the comment section, guys, is there anyone else that can do it to the caliber of that level? If there are no enemies with active buffs, will grant an extra turn, okay? And always grants an extra turn if Kaja the Wiri, or Y, is on the same team, even if they're enemies with active buffs. So I'm assuming she's the counterpart. Oh, here she is. Now, she looks pretty sweet, right? I'm going to do a dedicated video breaking down all of the new champions, so stay tuned. But I'm a sucker for, like, jesters. Like, even in some other games that I've been playing, she, like, not her, but just jesters in general I've always liked in terms of aesthetics. Oh, damn it, why couldn't she be the fusion? She looks badass. Alright. With the A3, Cakes of the Dread attacks all enemies and before attacking, places a 50% increased accuracy buff on all allies for 2 turns. Decent. And will also place a True Fear debuff on all enemies for 1 turn. On a 4-turn cooldown. Okay. I strongly believe that... I don't know if I'm just cherry picking here. Let me know what you guys think. But don't you think that this should have had the extra turn here? Like, you know, before attacking, places the increased accuracy, then the True Fear has that chance of granting an extra turn so you can lead through and decrease the duration of those enemy buffs. And I feel like that's kind of a really cool synergy that could have came to fruition. Now, when I think about this skill, there is some other champions in the game, who was actually fusions by the way, that could do a very similar role, such as Yoshi the Drunkard, because he comes through, basically the same skill, but with an increased attack in there as well. So if I was looking purely for this role, you know, I might be thinking, do I need this champion? And I can see where other players might not see the value coming out from this one. But on paper, I think it's pretty decent, like, decreasing those durations by 3 turns. That's a lot. It is a lot, like, I gotta be honest here. But it all comes down to this synergy as well of granting those extra turns to lead into this. So having that counterpart is going to be very beneficial. But I'd say one upside is she's not, like, Void, right? You know, sometimes there might be, like, a Void legendary, so... You know, she is Spirit, and maybe there might be an event enabled to get this champion down the line. Hideous Assistant. Whenever an enemy skill successfully activates while they are under a Fear or True Fear debuff, fills Timit's turn meter by 10%. And whenever an enemy skill does not activate because they are under a Fear or True Fear, will place a Provoke debuff on them for 1 turn and only applies when she's on the team. There's a lot of potential for this champion. I just feel like having that counterpart is really adding that extra layer to make him pretty decent. I don't know, is he a bit underwhelming? Is he a bit underwhelming? I'm still going to go for him anyway. Like, I'm a fan of fragment fusions. They're just my cup of tea, I guess. Like, not having to do the 16 rares into the epics and all of that crazy stuff. Just gathering those fragments, summon the champion, and on my way with some CVC points. But, you know, at first glance, he's not getting me hyped or ramped up. I have got champions that fulfill these roles. But this is pretty interesting. And if I by some chance get this champion later on, it'll be cool to just try out that synergy. But I believe that I do have test server access anyway, so if you guys do want to see a video on the pairing, let me know. Alright, what's this 10x event today then? So, oh wait, Mighty Uko's in there. This is one that I actually missed out on. Like, that's going to be pretty cool. Who's this dude? It's like Ugo's dad. Look at that. Oh, he's a Void Legendary. For some reason, I thought he was like a magic or something. There we go. So he's a Reviver. Okay, and some turn meter fills, I'm assuming? Okay. Alright, so I'm sure that he's going to be pretty decent, I guess. We're not going to dive into all the kits straight away. But I'm just looking for Mighty Uko pretty much, or even a Pythion would be pretty nice. Just to fill up my faction Guardians, I just got 1 left. So Doom Priest, pretty sweet champion, of course. I was actually doing a video with hellhades before we left, and he felt like Manaya should be getting the treatment like a Doom Priest passive, and you know, I think that's a pretty good idea to give her a buff of that caliber. Attractor Wendrin, one of the strongest carries for spiders, for anyone that wants to control those spiderlings with those freeze debuffs. Great champion. How many shards do we even need? I don't know, I'm gonna have to look. Let's summon this 5, and then we'll go and look, and then come back to it. Oh, come on, Raid. Give me a legendary champion. RNS. Okay. Summon Rush. There we go. I was getting scared for a second. Oh, it is the last day. So we need to summon like 1 more, I guess. We're going to get some Halloween points. I might push up to here, you know. I might push up to here for these Halloween points because there is a Sun Wukong in there. In terms of the... what are they called? I forgot what they called. I feel like such a noob. Oh, here we go. We got a legendary champion and we got a Astralon. Get the heck out of here. Oh, God. Great champion, by the way, guys. Great champion. I would go as far to say as underrated. Now, what it comes down to is an AoE stun ability on this... yeah, this A3, right? There we go. 100% chance. Removes all buffs from targets under specific buffs as well, such as the Veil and Perfect Veil, and then will place a weaken as well. So, you know, and there's some abilities to revive. Revives a random ally when you're killing enemies with this attack, and a decreased defense that pairs with the Countess Licks. So, pretty sweet champion here. But just a dupe. I don't know. To be fair, like my secret orders in here, it's probably got 0 on it. Oh, it's got 2. There we go. I guess an extra attack percent. Phenomenal. Woohoo. I did say I wanted to summon 1 more. For these points. But let me see what I'm actually getting for that. Before I even dive into those. Halloween Titan events. Oh, wait, I have to claim them first. So if I claim that Summon Rush one. Let's claim this, 50 points. And I believe that all of the events actually are tied into this Titan event. So maybe I can max this up and get the souls for this dude here, for the Sun Wukong. So 150 points would put me up to... well, this one got me up to 100. Get me to some Plarian points. Damn it. That's not really good, is it? Oh, we're just going to do it anyway. Why not? What even event is coming next anyway? For the summons. Oh, I thought we could have got back-to-back gold, but we got a Trumbor. All right, let's claim those up now. So from this point onwards, guys, we're just going to be, you know, chilling, catching up on my account, talking about some Vegas stories, so feel free to hang out with me. We're just going to be roaming. All right. So, in terms of the fusion now, all right, that's Lady Mikage. We're on 20. We're on 20. And if I pull up this screen capture here, I've set up a little bit. So this is kind of how the Timit The Fool fusion is going for me so far. So Spider Tournament, I have done it already. I left it on some auto battles. That was cool. I do need to complete the Classic Arena, but I do have until the end of Monday to do so. Another day or so. pretty good. Dragon kicks off to today, and we can coincide it with the Dungeon Divers event, right, to finish it off, because I'm a little bit short, but we are pretty much 80% of the way there, I'd say, from the Spider tournament. Summer Rush, of course, we have just ticked that off, so we got 15 there. And in terms of the points that I've got, well, there's 130 up for grabs, but at 20s from leaderboard, so there's only a 10 leeway on this one. That's pretty harsh. Okay. And obviously, doing that Summer Rush, getting those extra points is really going to help me out in case I miss like 5 or something from one of those tournaments, right? Champion training, I am not a huge fan of, but I'm probably going to have to push for that. So that's something I'm going to be doing, right? Artifact enhancement, okay. I'm just thinking, I can't even get away with not doing the champion training. That's 15 points, right? Ice Golem, that's going to coincide of what? Nothing. So the other Dungeon Divers is here, so we're going to be doing the finite one there. And that Ice Golem's just sitting there. So maybe I just skip the Ice Golem. Could be a potential. Like, I can maybe just miss the Ice Golem and Artifact Enhancement too, for the 10 points that I managed to get extra from the Summer Rush event. But I'd have to do every single thing and not miss an event. So I might just do one anyway for the sake of it. I do have the silver to do so, but it's a consideration just in case, as a backup feature, right? So Fusion's going pretty well so far. It's just kicked off. But let me know how your guys have been going so far as well. So, all right, anything else going on in the game? Let's have a quick look here. Apart from pack pop-ups, they're like, why is Tio back? Time to buy some stuff. So, Sun Wukong Chase, we got those. We're up to the points now. Boom, boom, boom. Collect some of these. I don't even know if I've got a Sun Wukong one. I'm going to have to go and check. I would love to get to that 4-star because I love Sun Wukong. So, if we just go in here, and we go to Awaken. Oh, I've definitely already got him done. Where is he? Sun Wukong. Let's just type him in. So we're not looking for ages. So I've already got a 1-star. So actually, in essence, going for this event is going to be huge for me. Like, what kind of blessing? I've got a Lightning Cage on at the moment. If we can get to a 3. Okay. Even a 4, like, that extra crit damage will be huge. Absolutely huge, because I've got a hybrid build where I'm focusing on damage plus accuracy, and being able to get those bonus stats is actually going to be phenomenal. But alright, Vegas stories, guys. We're going to be hanging out here. I might find some pictures to throw as an overlay or something if I can find some. But to kick it off, myself, Fiction, and Saphira met up in London, right? And we was there like the night before hellhades and Lady H and Lockers met us at Heathrow Airport. And we stayed at the Radisson Blue Hotel, which is like pretty close to the actual Heathrow terminal. But we got absolutely lost trying to find it. Well, I wouldn't say trying to find the hotel itself. Basically, we got out of the airport, right? From the train. There's like an express train from Paddington. We couldn't actually find a way to get out of the terminal apart from taking a bus, which we found later on. And we was going round in circles thinking, how do we get out of here? It was like a 1-mile walking distance. And we thought, oh, let's just walk here. Little did we know that when we tried to walk it was just roads everywhere. So it was like the Froggy game. We just skipping past cars. And we couldn't do that with suitcases. But we finally got a bus, got onto the main road, and boom. Enjoyed a bit of a dinner and went to sleep, I guess. From there, met up with hellhades and the team. And then flew, boom, all the way to Vegas. It was a pretty decent flight, to be fair. Some good movies on there. I watched, what did I watch? I think I watched the new Transformers. Pretty good, I'd already seen it before. And then there was the boxing movie that I watched, and a few other ones. Didn't actually nap because we wanted to cater towards the time zones. So trying not to sleep and then sleeping once we got there definitely actually paid out, to be fair. Didn't work on the way back though. I was knackered when I got home. And then we was actually staying downtown at somewhere called the Plaza Hotel, which was on Fremont Street. And I was a bit skeptical at first. I was like, ooh, I would rather be on the strip maybe than downtown. Didn't have too much knowledge about it. But I tell you what, I absolutely loved it being down there. I felt like it was a bit more local people and seeing how people from the local area go out to party and stuff. So I actually really enjoyed it. Like coming from the strip back to Fremont Street, I was like, oh, we're back at home now. We can rest. Even though that rest doesn't sound like something you say with Fremont because it's like 24/7. But I know that a bunch of the guys' rooms was like facing the Fremont experience and they was getting boom, boom, booms on the windows from the music. Luckily for me, I was like on the other side of the hotel and all I could see was a tennis court. So I was having a nice sleep every single night and that was cool. And then of course along the way we went there for TwitchCon, which I absolutely loved. But I'd say the main thing outside of the convention was just connecting with people from the community, right? Like, I met up with Darth Microtransaction. That was amazing to see him for the first time. Of course, the whole Fateless team, hellhades team, who I've seen a bunch of the guys before, but really cool meeting up with like Sham and Dirk as well, from the Fateless crew. We met up with Chosen and just so many people, Veiled Shot, Darlington Cirrus, JKG Brandon, like you name it, so many creators, and thank all of you guys who I met, by the way, for making it so memorable. Like, it was absolutely amazing. I'm trying to think of some other creators. I'm not missing out on names like Big Papa Drock. I'm pretty sure many of you guys are familiar with him. High-end arena player and does content as we speak today. There was a member of the community called Biohack, correct me if I'm wrong. He came up to me, really cool guy. He makes videos as well, so I recently subscribed to him. And weirdly, like, my channel is not the biggest, guys, right? I know this, you probably know this as well, compared to others. But I would say I met up to 10 of you guys out there. Let me know in the comment section below if it was one of you. And I was mind blown because I've probably been noticed like outside maybe 2 to 3 times in like 3 years of doing this. But it seems like in an event like that in the US where most of my viewers are, I was just getting taps on the shoulders like, yo, UYST, like, nice to meet you. I was like, this is so cool, man. So thank you guys as well. You really made my day over those TwitchCon days as well. Really cool to connect with you guys that, you know, just watch my videos every single day, so I appreciate it. And then even outside of TwitchCon, there was so much things that we managed to get up to, like flying over the Grand Canyon and seeing the Hoover Dam. That was an amazing experience. Even though I felt sick after being on that Cessna plane for the first time, we was actually supposed to be on a helicopter, and then because we booked it last minute, we ended up on this plane that I was like pulling the sides out. I was like, yo, this is some scary stuff, man. But that was a cool experience, I guess. And of course, the AMG party, which I really enjoyed seeing all of the bunch of creators. You could see that Deadwood Jedi's in there, a lot of familiar faces. I really wish that Ash was there, but hopefully one day we can meet up with him in the future. And then also, went to the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop, a show that I've been watching, which is like from Rick Harrison and stuff, and Chumley, for anyone that watches the show. And I've been watching it for years, and to finally be in the store standing there looking around, it was crazy. Like, it's just the little things in life, right? Like walking into a pawn shop. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, I guess like that was a few stories and what we got up to, guys. But once again, I'll leave Fiction's channel in the description below for anyone that wants to see it in visual format, I guess, because he did capture quite a lot of the journey. Have an amazing rest of your day, guys. Of course, I'll be back with some more videos coming this week, I guess. I'm feeling a little bit better now, so shouldn't be a problem. See you all in the video soon. Peace.